are you going to be able to come tomorrow? If so, I'm really looking forward to seeing you again.
I'm still planning on coming tomorrow. I heard you had yourself a really beautiful house built, right? I'm sure that even Faye is really happy about that now, too.
Well, this is what Faye had dreamed of happening, so of course she's happy about all of it. If she wasn't smiling about the new house, then I'd really have no clue what she wants and would probably go crazy trying to figure that out.
Have you already gone and told her that I'll be coming over as well tomorrow?
I let her know once already. I said that you'd be around, even when I have my meeting. But I'll do my best to leave a lot of time open to you when you're around, so that we can all talk. We can talk more about all of that later on, as I'd really like to continue talking to you about those things from earlier.
Understood. I'll be coming by myself tomorrow, okay? But I'll make sure that next week I bring everything we talk about up with my leader and we'll discuss things.
Alright, thank you, Gianna. Although, having to be helped by someone like you is a little embarrassing for me.
What are you talking about, Gage? I'm your little sister and want to make sure everything goes well for you, just like you'd do for me if I needed the help. We siblings have to stick together in times like these, right?
Hearing something like that from you really warms my heart. But I still feel as though I should be the one responsible for my company. And now having you around helping me, I need to be more diligent in getting good results.
I'm hoping for that as well for you. But you're my older brother, so you'll be all right. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to seeing you tomorrow and seeing that new house. Gage is having a problem within his company and has gone to resolve the issue. So he won't be back home until after you've already showed up here, okay? That's what I'd heard from him as well. He made sure to tell me before I got into my car. I still plan on being there at the time I told you both yesterday. Is that all right with you still? I heard from him that you're going to be the one to show me around the new house while he's out at the office. But if he's going to be coming home later today, then I can wait for him, or even possibly come over another day if you'd like. What do you want to do? What are you planning to do by coming over to our house? Huh? I heard from him that you're planning on staying the night here and whatnot. But do you think you'll actually be getting anything from us just because we're both well off? Let me tell you right now, if you come into this home and start stealing from us, you're going to be in very deep water. What? Can you slow down for just a minute? Why are you starting to talk about me as though I'd be coming over to steal anything from you two? I have no reason to be stealing from you both, right? I'm just coming over to hang out and talk with the both of you as well as see the new house you both have. Well, think about it, Gianna. You're nothing more than a dirty janitor, right? Excuse me? And all janitors are both lowlifes and moneyless. And now that you've heard that your brother is a CEO, you think you can come over here and take our things? If that's what you're thinking, I'd like you to stand back and rethink your plans. Gage is my husband now, right? He doesn't have the time to take care of moneyless slobs like you anymore. Hold on a second, Faye. I think you have a bit of a misconception of me or something that's making you say all these things. Actually, I don't even know what you're trying to infer about me right now based on all that you've just told me. There we go. You can't even make up a good excuse. You know that I'm right about what I've said about your plan, and now the only thing you can say back to me is that I'm the one with a misconception and that I'm wrong. Well, to start, can you stop looking down on me for being a janitor like that? I'd like to know what's so bad about being a janitor in your eyes. It's due to janitors that the inside and outside of buildings like your husband's are so clean and well kept for everyone working in them. And for the most part, those that work for a cleaning and janitorial company are usually very proud of the work they do and want to do their best. What are you going on about? I feel bad for all you freaks that only have enough brain in you to clean the toilets of complete strangers all day long. The fact that you all are so daft that you can only make money from work like that is just depressing. Your brother ended up being the CEO of a very well-regarded company, yet somehow his little sister had to turn into a crap cleaner. That's so unfortunate for him. When I married him, I never knew he had a tragic little sister like you working a gross job like that. Tragic? That's a bit rude of you to say to me, right? Well, anyway, I'll be arriving at your house here soon, so we can talk more about all of this in person and hopefully clear all of this up. I think you have a misunderstanding of me, so I'd like for that to all go away with a quick explanation from me about who I really am and what my intentions really are. You sad sight! How does it feel to have toilet water thrown all over you like that? If this has taught you anything, then get out of my house and never come back here again. I am appalled. I heard that you were a pretty tough woman when it came to being nice, but for you to actually act out like that towards your own sister-in-law? I only came here today to celebrate my brother moving into a brand new house, but you're telling me that you threw all that toilet water on me just because I'm a janitor? What the hell were you thinking, Faye? I doubt that by asking you that I'll get an answer that I can understand, but I have to ask you at least once. Of course, a lowlife like you would never be able to understand any answer I gave you to that question. Now, to be clear, the reason for all of that was because a lowlife like you thought you could come into this beautiful house of mine. Your beautiful house? That's the house that my brother built, right? So what? Whatever he calls his is also mine, right? I know that you were having a pretty good time splashing all that water onto me and are feeling on top of the world right now, but you're going to regret all of that real soon. Why should I ever regret what I've done to you? I was just protecting my beautiful house from a beggar like you getting in here. You actually think I'd let your lowlife butt in here? I don't care that you're my sister-in-law, Gianna. I had to throw that water on you to keep you from taking any of my money and things. Then I'll be halting my transfer of any more money to you guys. We don't need whatever money you think you have. And actually, what the hell do you mean you've been giving us money? Do you actually think you can do something like that for us? You are aware that my husband runs a very well-off company, right? Well, I'm sure you don't understand the whole picture right now, but I really didn't expect you to be this blind to what's all been going on around you. Huh? What are you talking about right now, Gianna? I'm going to do just as you've asked and head home. But be aware that the money I've been giving your husband to keep his company from becoming a burning mess will stop. Do you really expect me to believe that you've been giving my husband money to keep his company afloat? I'm going to let him know right now that you've gone home. And please, never come around my beautiful house ever again. I don't have time to cater to scum like you. Understood. I wish you good luck after this. What do you want with me now? Things have changed. Do you think you can start heading back to my house? No. Why the hell would I come back there? What makes you think asking me a stupid question like that after what you've done would be such a good idea, And what do you mean things have changed for you? Before, I didn't believe a word you'd said about the current state of things regarding you and my husband. But when I told him that you'd gone home already, he was furious. He kept saying I really screwed him over big time. He's on his way home right now in a panic, and I want to know what I should do about him. Why are you asking me what you should do right now about him? Why the hell is Gage freaking out so much right now? To tell you the truth, I am the owner of a cleaning services company, and for a while now I'd been working with my brother to support his company with funding. I'm assuming that he's really worried about all of that right now. Huh? You're the CEO of a cleaning services company? I sure am. I see that you had been confusing me for just being a simple janitor this whole time, but I'm not the one cleaning and doing all that work. Rather, I'm the one running the company that employs people to do that work. And as for my brother's company, it's been on the brink of collapsing for a bit now, and I'd been planning on helping keep him afloat. And as for me coming over today, the reason was for me to talk with him about what to do next regarding the money I'd been handing him and his company. Of course, I was also coming over to celebrate you both moving into that new house, but the main reason was to talk business. No, there's no way that should be true. You're supposed to be some low-level janitor, Gianna. Your brother even told me that you work for a cleaning services company. And that's not wrong. The only difference is that I don't just work for the company, but run it as well as the company's CEO. How many more times do I have to repeat that to you for you to understand me? I get that a long time ago I had been working as a janitor and all, but that was just to learn about the field I'm working in and to understand how to run a company like this one. Is that so? I never heard a thing about any of that. So you're telling me that all of this was just a misunderstanding between us? No matter how you try and think about it, you did misunderstand me. But you having had little idea about who I actually am has nothing to do with me now. Because as of now, I can see that you're totally okay with throwing toilet water all over me because you thought I was a janitor. Well, that was just because I had a misconception of you, a simple misunderstanding. Normally, I'd never actually do anything as rude as that to anyone. You could even call that a joke of sorts. I just assumed you were coming to steal things from us and that since you were supposedly a janitor, the whole splashing toilet water over you would be a good form of defense. I think a person like you won't have much more of a future anymore where you're still married to my brother now. Huh? What does that mean? I'm saying that after this, I don't think you and him are going to have a successful future together. I doubt he's the kind of guy to allow a witch like you to be by his side. Actually, I know a guy like him won't allow that. I don't really get what you're talking about, but I'm saying that now that my brother and I have a good idea of the person you truly are, we're no longer going to want to have anything to do with you. And really, I don't even have the will to help him with his company any longer, so I'll make sure to let him know that here. Hold on a sec, Gianna. You're joking about actually telling him what happened between us, right? He's already furious with me about sending you home, but if you go telling him about the reason for that, he'll explode and take me down with him. And none of that is anything I'm worried about at the moment. Gianna, let's take a moment to let the air cool between us and talk this over again, okay? How about we both just forget about everything that happened earlier? I'm calm right now, Faye, and the air has remained a very comfortable temperature for me so far. And unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to forget what you just did to me. You literally threw a bucket of toilet water in my face when I walked through the door and started laughing at me when you saw my face. Only those with the most twisted of souls would ever do that to another person over them having a job as a janitor. You really want me to forget that? Think about it. There's really no way to forget any of that. I told you that you're wrong about that. Please listen to what I've been trying to tell you. I really had no clue that you were such an amazing person before I did all of that to you. I just had the idea that you were some failure that's had to live life working as a scummy janitor was all. What I did to you back then was all due to the thought that you were nothing more than a lowlife. Oh God, you think that I'm going to follow your reasoning for all of that? What you're telling me is that you really do hate those that you deem to be lowlives, including janitors. Huh? That's not what I meant by that. Well, with that kind of thinking, you've basically just told me that you hate everyone that works for me in my company, and that they're all scum and have no money. You wouldn't want me telling all of them that now, would you? I'm really confused right now. What the hell are you thinking, talking about people that you know nothing about like that? I'm sorry. I didn't think that you and my brother would be getting this upset with me over what I said. It's just, when most people think of a janitor, they think of someone working a pretty low-level job and someone that's never graduated from college. I'm sorry that my thoughts got to me so easily. But now I can see you're not some low-life scum, but a very successful CEO. So you don't have to worry because I'd never look down on someone that runs their own company and has a lot of money from it. So can you calm down now? I'm your friend, after all. You must not understand the definition of friend, then. Because to me, and anyone else looking at this situation, you're anything but a friend to me. And at this point, I've already let my brother know about everything from today. Huh? What do you mean by everything from today? Well, I started by telling him about how you threw a bucket of toilet water on me, and then about how I will no longer be helping him by funding his company. I also made sure he knew that as long as you're with him, I'd never come around him again. And that he would no longer be getting any kind of help from me ever again. Why would you tell him things like that? You're making me look like the bad guy for some reason. I'm not sure why you ended up the way you are, but after what you've done to me today, I think it's totally acceptable of me to label you as a bad guy of sorts. I told you I understand, though, and I'm apologizing to you now, right? Why are you being so heartless towards me after all the effort I've put into apologizing to you? Are you telling me that you don't want to make up with me after that? What do you mean by us making up? And do you think after all you've done to me, a simple apology is going to get me to forgive you? We're not kids anymore, Faye. You even ended up saying terrible things about the employees working for me, so I'm definitely not forgiving you for that, as I'm sure none of them would. Now, if you want to discuss what's going on right now some more, you can wait for Gage to get home and talk with him. I have nothing left to say to you now, so that's that. Wait a second, though. Gianna, this is all really messed up, right? If you leave things the way they are, I am 99% sure that Gage is going to kick me out of this house. And I'd have to say that that'd be the correct choice when it comes to handling you. Are you kidding me? Why would you say something like that now? Was what I did really that bad? I think you're going a little overboard by saying all of that crap about me. Come on and do something about this, Gianna. Right now, our marriage is on the line, and you're the only one that can do anything to save it. Don't you want to help your brother stay happy? The only reason for your marriage being in danger is due to you being a terrible person, Faye. Now figure something out and try your best to avoid losing your husband. You already told me that I'm not allowed around your house since I'm a lowlife. But if you're thrown out by my brother, that must be because you're more of a lowlife than even me. That would only be fair, though, right? Since you made that rule up. Are you really going to say things like that? I apologized for cleaning your face off with that toilet water already, right? I promise I won't say anything bad about you anymore regarding your job, okay? So please, just frickin' forgive me. No thanks. But hey, this all matches exactly with what you said about me. I'm a lowlife, and letting your marriage fall apart is definitely something a lowlife would allow to happen. At least I'm not the one that'll be going through hell here soon, so have fun, you witch. In the end, Gage made his way back home with his face beet red, telling Faye to get out of his house without even giving her a chance to retort. Once he had her outside, he then went and locked all the doors and proceeded to grab all her things and toss them out the window for her to take. Then the following day, he began the process of divorcing her. Faye hasn't had a job of her own for a very long time, and so her pockets were empty leaving that house, and has since been on the streets trying to figure out what to do next. But this is all well-deserved after all the horrible things Faye said and did to Gage's little sister Gianna. Luckily for Gage, after he had gotten rid of and divorced Faye, Gianna came back to him and said that she'd continue to help fund his company. I'm sure she never wanted to threaten him with ending the flow of money to his company, but it was the only way to get him to throw Faye away, which needed to be done after what she'd done to Gianna. Anyway, Faye is going to be on the streets for a long time now following these unfortunate events. But hopefully, while she's going through hard times, she begins to learn the importance of everyone, even those that she considers low lives, like herself.
Hello there. Am I correct in saying that this is Fiona Foster's number? I need to talk to you about something. It's important that we have a little heart-to-heart soon since we're going to be related. I'm sorry? Oh, I don't have this number in my contacts. But yes, this is Fiona Foster that you're talking to. By the way, who is this and how did you get this number? Well, I'm Amelia Reed. I'm David Reed's little sister. You must be the person coming over to meet us tomorrow. Is that correct? I just wanted to talk to you before I met you. Oh, right. You're David's little sister. Oh, wow. Okay. I think I heard from David that you were wanting to get in touch with me, so you asked him for my number. Well, it's good to hear from you before we see each other tomorrow. What's up? What were you wanting to discuss with me exactly? I'm sorry if this comes off as a bit rude or something along those lines, but may I ask what your occupation is? I was just curious as to what you do for a living. Excuse me? Oh, you want to know what I do as a job? Okay, sure, I can tell you. Currently, I'm assisting with our family business as an office clerk. I see. Oh, that makes total sense now. I thought that you had a job that might be something like that. To be honest, I should have guessed that you were doing some sort of desk work. What do you mean by something like that? Amelia, I don't understand why you're asking me about what I do for work when it's not much of a big deal in the scheme of things. Well, it kind of does to my family. Are you after our money because we're a family of doctors? Even if we started to notice you trying to steal our money, it wouldn't be so easy for you to do so. There is absolutely no way that I'm going to let you get so close to my brother with such intentions. He's not someone that you could just rip off. Okay, Amelia, you don't seem to really know what's going on here. I think you've misunderstood the entire situation here. I'm not trying to marry for money at all. Well, you might be able to deceive my brother or our parents, but it won't work with me. I can see right through you, Fiona. You're not going to get away with this. We're both women, and I know how to read another woman pretty easily. I understand what women truly want in life, especially when it comes to my family. It's so obvious if you're trying to marry for money, even if you can't admit it to yourself. I mean, look at the job you do. You're hardly making a living, and my brother has a lot of money, so this is your prime chance to snatch him up, right? Don't you see how disrespectful you're being towards my brother by using him for his money? He doesn't need a woman like that. Go and find another man to mess around with. I'm not being disrespectful to David at all. What a rude thing to say to me. I'd do nothing like that to him because I love him, and there's more to life than just earning money. There's literally no point in you having contact with my brother anymore because it's so obvious what your plan is from now on. I've caught you in the act, so you might as well end this madness. It's confirmed that you're just with my brother for the money. I think we'd all be very much okay with if you cancel your engagement with my brother, yeah? Are you seriously kidding me right now, Amelia? The reason we decided to get married, even though we haven't all met, is because it was set up for us to date and get married. Do you really think that I would suddenly just approach David on the street and ask him to marry me just so that I can get to his money? Is that what you really think? You might only be saying that now, because I actually caught you planning this little scheme. You can't go through with it now, otherwise I'll tell everyone what you're truly like. Wouldn't it just be easier and quicker for you to give up on David and just move on with your pathetic life, Fiona? On that note, we'll cancel tomorrow's meeting. Don't bother showing up to meet us. I've got no intention of accepting a money-seeking woman like you into this family. I don't even want to face you. How dare you say something like that to me? This isn't going to end well, and I think you know that. You can't just take over like this and dictate things about me marrying David, okay? Hey, David, I hope you're doing well today. I know you're busy, but I just wanted to tell you that Amelia got in touch with me just before. It was a very topsy-turvy conversation.
Ah, yes. She said to me that she wanted to try and get to know you a little bit more before everyone meets you tomorrow. I'm not surprised she got in touch with you today. She did mention to me that she wanted to contact you personally instead of talking to you through me. Was everything okay when you were messaging her? I hope that she didn't say anything weird to you. I hope that wasn't the reason why she wanted to contact you.
Well, I got the impression that she might be opposing our marriage to each other. Have you talked to anyone in your family about us or anything like that?
Oh, right. I had a feeling that she might be against this marriage. To be honest, I think she's had some sort of brother complex for a long time, and it's super strange to me. Considering our age gap, she hasn't really distanced herself from me, even though we're adults. It's kind of creepy and it's a bit gross. I try my best not to be around her too often.
Ah, okay, I see. Well, that's quite weird, yeah. But maybe if I don't want to create any more trouble, I shouldn't mess with your sister, right? If she's so against us getting married and that sort of thing, perhaps maybe it would be good to postpone or hold off on the meeting with everyone tomorrow.
Wait, what? What on earth are you talking about? You don't want to do this? Why not? You're not seriously going to do this because of my sister, are you?
I don't know, David. Maybe it would be better coming from you and your family when it comes to explaining all of this to Amelia. Don't you think it would be easier when you can do it with each other? Either way, I feel like this marriage is going a little bit too far. Don't you think we're being a bit hasty with all of this?
Really? You think that? I don't really think we're moving too fast at all, Fiona. I think the way things have been going between us has been absolutely fine. I don't think there's any point in worrying about what Amelia is trying to say to you anymore. She's just being super overprotective and creepy when it comes to me. Both my parents and I are really looking forward to our marriage and how we're gonna grow as a couple, so don't get this all twisted just because of my sister, okay? If it's all right with you, I'd like tomorrow to still go ahead as planned and you can meet everyone. We'll do it together, okay, Fiona? Please, and thank you.
Ah, okay, I see. Well, when you put it that way, okay, I'll still come over tomorrow for the meeting. Just please try and talk to Amelia so that she sees sense of all this. See you tomorrow, David. Are you literally stupid or something? Have you got short-term memory loss? This is unbelievable. Didn't I tell you yesterday to cancel the meeting with my family? But no, here you are. You came over when I told you to stay away. You're so stupid, and you're going to regret not listening to me. What you need to do is leave my brother alone and learn how to take care of yourself, you money-stealing scumbag of a woman. I warned you to leave us alone. Okay, Amelia, do you have any idea of what you're trying to do here? Do you understand that what you want isn't going to happen? Don't you know what you've done? From what I've seen, I haven't done anything. All I'm trying to do is get rid of a scumbag who isn't listening to what I'm saying to them. You need to take my advice seriously. Would you please just cut this out and actually listen to what everyone is trying to say to you, Amelia? Please, I spoke to David yesterday about what you said to me. I told him that he'll explain everything to you so you'd understand. Look, I came all the way here today instead of canceling. However, I guess you didn't end up listening to David? Huh? What the heck are you even on about, you disgusting money grabber? There is nothing for me to listen to when it comes to you, so shut up. Don't you see how insane you're being right now? Your behavior is completely erratic. You can't just go up to someone you don't know, punch them, and tell them to go home immediately. A low-life, money-seeking woman just walked into my family's house like it was her own. I was just defending myself and my family, okay? What the heck are you talking about? Do you even know what self-defense means, Amelia? Did you even see me attempt to hit you? Well, you came into the house like you were ready to steal from us. How was I supposed to handle the situation? This was my chance since my brother took his eyes off me. The hand that I hit you with is bruised really badly now. You caused me to hurt myself. I should be asking for some sort of compensation because of that. What are you even saying to me right now? I can't believe how you're treating this situation. Aren't you an adult? Are you saying that this is all my fault when you were the one who hurt me? Oh, shut up, you stupid, pathetic woman. It's your fault because you came all the way here when I warned you to stay away from us. You didn't listen. All you are is some poor woman who is down in the dumps financially. So you're trying to marry into this family of doctors so you can get wealthy. There's no way that I'm going to approve of this marriage that you've set up with my brother, so you need to hurry up and leave. You really don't think that you're going to regret saying that to me, Amelia? You've got no idea what's going on here, do you? Do you ever listen to anyone in your family? Well, the details are a little fuzzy, but I know that you just want money, and that's it. You're so annoying, and you're the one who needs to listen to me. Oh yeah? Is that so? Fine, I'll do what you say then. I guess it's okay if I just go ahead and cancel this engagement to your brother then. I'll just go home and not bother him ever again. Could you let David know that I'm heading home and tell him it was all you're doing? I mean, it'll all be fine because I know that I'll explain everything properly. My brother was completely fooled by you. I knew your plan from the beginning. I'm protecting him from you. It is so crazy to think that you were both raised to be this insane about your brother. I'd feel embarrassed to know that you come from the same doctor family as David. Excuse me? What is that supposed to mean? Why are you mentioning my family all of a sudden? What do you mean by embarrassed? Look, if you're that against this marriage, then that's fine. I now know where you stand. To be honest, I wasn't so keen on getting married from the beginning either. So I'll just go home and not come back here again. However, I do think that you're going to end up regretting what you're doing, Amelia. It's your fault, but you can't help that, right? There is no way that I'm going to regret anything I said or did to you. What on earth are you even talking about, stupid woman? Well, I guess you're right. There's no point in talking about this anymore with you. Well then, I'll just leave and get on with my day. Give my regards to the rest of your family, Amelia.
Fiona? What's going on here? You've just disappeared all of a sudden? What's happened? My mother and father are waiting and wondering what's happening too. Did you disappear to the bathroom or something? Have you gotten nervous or scared to meet my parents? Please talk to me.
No, it's nothing like any of those things you said at all, David. David, how about we just pretend that this marriage isn't going to happen, okay?
What did you just say, Fiona? Are you kidding me right now? What's brought this on? Why are you saying such things to me? Didn't you like being at my parents' house? If you don't like it, we can change up the architecture if it's not so warm and welcoming for you. Where are you right now? I want to talk to you.
David, please calm down. All those things you're mentioning are not problems that I'm having at all. There's just no point in staying connected anymore. Please, just forget about me and what we've had. Please try and find someone else who's nice to get married to. I'm just not the best fit for you.
I don't believe anything you're saying to me. I know we match well together, and you know in your heart that it's true. Could you please at least give me a reason why you're saying this?
You want a reason? Isn't calling off the engagement reason enough for you? How else can I actually explain this to you, David? Ugh. The situation is so complicated. Would it be better in asking your sister directly about my reason for leaving? I think it would be easier for you to understand and quicker, too.
Wait a minute. Ask my sister about why you're canceling this engagement? You want me to ask Amelia? What did she do to you now, Fiona? I swear to God, she's nothing but trouble.
David, I've already said it. I think you should just ask her. After getting the blessing of your family, I go over to say hello, and it just doesn't go well. This time, for real, this marriage has been called off. But she's got no intention of backing down immediately, so I can't leave things as they are.
I'm so confused. What do you mean leave things as they are? Please, tell me what she did to you, Fiona. I just want to be with you. Please ignore her.
I'll ask Amelia to take full responsibility on what she's done to me and to us in general today. She can't treat me like this anymore. She's going to regret messing with me.
Okay, just don't get too hasty. Just wait a minute, all right? I can't really picture this conversation clearly, so yes, I'll go to Amelia first and ask her what's going on.
Please do that. She'll be able to explain things better than I would, and she's the only one who's really at fault here. With that, I'll say goodbye for now. Amelia will explain everything to you. Hey, what the heck is your problem, you stupid woman? What did you say to my big brother, huh? He's gotten so mad at me. My mother and father are panicking as well. You said something. I know you did, you little cow. What the heck did you tell them? Why are they reacting like this towards me? I am their daughter, for goodness sake. You still don't understand, do you, Amelia? Considering this was all your doing, I'll tell you nice and clearly, so you better listen to me now, okay? Even if I don't get married, it's never been a problem for me. You're very much mistaken when it comes to me taking money from your family. You're very wrong. I am never wrong. You were definitely trying to marry my brother for our family's money. Why else would a poor woman like you hang out for? Well, if anything, it's probably to do with your family that's trying to get me to marry into the family for money more than anything, to be honest. Excuse me? What kind of nonsense are you talking about, Fiona? There's no way this family needs your money. We're a family of doctors, all right? Yeah, you're right about that, but they own a small hospital that's run by a really poor management team, right? You do know that, don't you, Amelia? Huh? What the heck is that supposed to mean? Run by poor management? Ugh. No matter what, we're still doctors, and doctors always make a lot of money. You seem to misunderstand the situation that your family is in, Amelia. Haven't you asked your family about this yet? I'm the daughter of the major hospital in the city. What did you just say? Oh, this can't be true, can it? Your family own a major hospital? Are you seriously trying to mess with me right now? Well, you're the one who arbitrarily judged me based on my value and what I do for a job, but you didn't seem to research on where I come from, did you? You made a huge mistake in judging me too quickly. Thinking that I'm not successful and downright poor, I'm the one who doesn't need your family's money. The truth of it is that you're the ones who need my help rather than the other way around, so you're the one who screwed up and not me. That has got to be a big, rotten lie. Like, who on earth is going to believe anything you say about yourself at this point? You can't just come out and say whatever you want. Well, Amelia, it's fine if you don't believe anything I say to you. Your parents and David will probably give you an explanation after this conversation we have. I mean, I guess they'll try and describe it to you in some form of explanation. Or they might just scold you and lecture you about what you've done. You really think my parents will lecture me? Why on earth would they do that when I've done nothing wrong? I was protecting my brother from you. Besides, we're all out of the house right now, so I'll ask them about all of this later. I know it's a lie anyway, but I can't help laughing about it. Well, I'm glad you're finally going to find out what's going on and that it's all your fault. You're going to regret what you did even more after this. Please, wait and prepare for their lecture, okay? Hello again, Fiona. Do you have a moment? It's really important that I speak to you as soon as possible. I've got a few things to discuss with you. Well, I'm not talking about this with you through a message. If this conversation is absolutely necessary, please consult with a lawyer and they can talk together. Hold on a minute, a lawyer? What the heck are you talking about that for? All I was wanting to do was come here and apologize to you for yesterday. You're a little too late, Amelia. Even if you realized what you did and want to say you're sorry now, nothing's going to change the outcome of this. But you don't understand. I'm really, truly sorry about what happened yesterday. What I did was terrible. I get that now. I didn't realize that everything you said was actually true. I had no idea that anything like this was happening. I wasn't in the know at all. I'm really sorry. Would you please accept my apology and we can go back to the way things were before? But you don't seem to understand that it's a little bit too late for apologies, Amelia. I don't want to hear it. You don't have to keep on apologizing anymore. What? Really? So will you forgive me then if you don't want to hear me say I'm sorry anymore? We can try and be friends now, right? Do you really think that I'm going to forgive you after all the horrible things you did and said? You were just doing your own thing and didn't care what happened. Okay, if you're not going to accept my apology and forgive me, could you at least get back together with my brother and continue with the engagement, please? I had no idea that the financial condition of our hospital was so bad. My parents didn't speak to me about it at all. Yesterday, they and my brother got so mad at me. I never heard about any of the details until they told me about the arrangement that was going on. I just didn't know what was happening, all right? Oh, is that right, Amelia? Well, that's a shame. Such a shame that you never took the time to read what was going on in the first place and screw everything up for them. Just please understand that it wasn't my brother's fault and you should really get back together with him now, okay? Please accept his proposal, Fiona. It seems that the family really wants him to marry you, and not just because of your money, but it seems that you both have a genuine connection with each other. I can see it now. My brother really is in love with you, and I'm sure that he wants you back still. Please just don't leave him like this. Yeah, well, I refuse to do anything that you tell me, Amelia. Since when were you the boss of me, huh? I'm an adult who can make their own decisions. Excuse me, what? Why not? Why won't you take him back? Is this normally how you refuse someone? There is nothing wrong with me trying to apologize and make this right. I said this yesterday too. I originally wasn't keen on doing this marriage. However, the family had to bring me into this family for some reason or another. It was tough seeing their faces when I was standing right in front of them. I just knew then that it was going to be so difficult to refuse them. But I'm grateful for what you did because, in fact, you gave me a way out of the whole thing. Thanks to you, I have no reason to go through with this marriage to David. Please, don't say things like that. It was all just a huge mistake on my part, okay? We all want you to be a part of this family, so please do that. It's no use you saying that, especially when you come off so desperate. Your parents told you everything, right? Their hospital needs our help. The hospital's business situation is deteriorating, and now, because of us getting married, they wanted to partner up with our facility. Wait a minute. Is that really true? That my parents' hospital is in financial turmoil? I didn't hear anything about that, but the story I was told was completely different. Well, I don't know what else to tell you apart from that's the problem that your parents are having at the moment. Look, I've got no intention of being engaged to David. Nothing is going to change when it comes to what you've said and done to me. I'm not taking any more of this crap from you, Amelia. But I bet that you're definitely regretting your actions now, aren't you? I knew that you would. I bet you've been regretting a lot in these past 24 hours, right? I'm definitely regretting what I said to you, and I'm really sorry, and I should have acted better towards you since you're going to be my sister-in-law. Please, join my family. No matter how many times I have to repeat myself, you still don't listen, do you? The answer is N-O. It's a no from me, all right? On that note, if you'll excuse me, I've got things to do. Fiona, what is going on here? Did you just file a report against me? What on earth for? Why are you suing me? Did you really think you were going to get away with everything you did? Of course I filed a report against you. A stranger hit me in the face, so how does them being free for their actions make sense? Huh? But it was just a stupid accident, and I apologized to you so much the other day. I can't believe you've actually gone and done this to me when I am trying to make things right. Of course I'm doing this because of everything that happened was because of you and your actions. Don't you get that? You hit me, so that gives me the right to sue you, okay? Don't you know how laws work here? I'll make sure that I get the compensation that I deserve and that you pay for my medical expenses also, so be prepared. This can't seriously be happening to me right now. This is impossible. Fiona, don't you know what kind of situation that I'm in right now? We're in a bad situation when it comes to our finances. I don't have the funds to pay for anything that happened. Also, some of this was your fault too. The financial situation that you're in is definitely not my fault at all. But if you really want to explain it to me, then go right ahead. Look, my parents have disowned me, and they've kicked me out of the house. My brother wants nothing to do with me anymore because he's still so angry about what happened. He's cutting ties with me, Fiona. How does a brother do that to his baby sister? I take responsibility for interfering with your marriage, okay? But don't you think you're going too far with this? You know, I don't think that I am. You know that this is all just karma biting you on the behind, right? Do you know the saying, what goes around comes around? That applies to you so well right now. All of this is your own doing, so now you're going to pay for it whether you like it or not. You've got to be kidding me right now. Fiona, you can't do this to me. My parents have thrown me out onto the streets. I can't survive if I have to compensate you. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. I just thought that you were trying to steal my parents' money. That's all. It was an honest mistake. Don't you get that? Yes, I get that you made a huge mistake, but you treated me so badly when I didn't deserve it. If you actually just played nice from the start, none of this would be happening right now. Now, I'm going to treat you as nobody but a stranger because I am sick and tired of dealing with your crap and your moaning and groaning. I'm sorry. Please, don't do this to me. It'll ruin my life. I'll be poor forever. Please, just marry my brother and we'll be one big happy family. Just don't abandon me on the streets. Hey, you're just going to have to find a way to survive. You're an adult after all. You should act like one. Don't contact me anymore because I'm not going to answer your messages. I'm going to make sure that you pay me the compensation that I need to recover from this trauma. Maybe you'd better find a job before spending more money on a lavish lifestyle. I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon enough, so you better get one to help build your case. But you're going down. Good luck with everything, Amelia. After that huge drama with Amelia, David and Fiona started to reconnect with each other since he cut ties with his little sister. They started to talk to each other and met up on a couple of dates. Surprisingly, they've become more open to each other in terms of communication and about their background than ever before. So with that, they both started dating each other properly since there was a spark there between them. Because of the poor management that David's family was experiencing at their hospital, he decided that it would be better for him to take over his father's position. He was getting old and tired, so it was better off to pass the job over to his son. The situation seems to be improving and they're gaining more patients. They're also able to upgrade all of the machines and equipment they use and are slowly coming out of the red. When it comes to David's little sister Amelia, Fiona has no idea what actually happened to her. But it sounds like the family have completely cut ties with her and have no contact with her. She did bring this on herself since she didn't listen to her parents or to Fiona and David. It's best not to quickly judge people before getting to know them. Fiona hopes that Amelia learns to grow up, be independent, and get a job. Fiona would really like her compensation back since she knows what she deserves.
Hey, Kim. When are you and Mason planning on staying here till? I kind of want you guys to leave. Morgan, hi. I was just going to ask you something. I might come home late tonight, so can you vacuum and clean the kitchen for me? Why me? You don't work, so why don't you do it? You're my servant, so come clean the house and then leave. Wait, I'm in the middle of something right now. OMG, I might win about $100. Are you gambling right now or something? Wow. I have no words. Hey, I can't cook or take a shower. Come home immediately. OMG, I can treat myself with something expensive tonight. Deciding between Kobe beef or sushi. Are you listening to me? I want you and Mason to leave. Nick is going to live with me after he comes back from his business trip. You two are a waste of space. Guess what? The guy next to me bought coffee for me. I think he wants me to split the cash that I won. Can you even listen properly? Ugh, you're such a low-level person. Call me high level because I can live off with just money from gambling. People who gamble are the low levels of society. You are such a bad influence to my child. Can you leave? To your child? You didn't even give birth yet. Shut up. I came back to give birth, but it's going to be stressful if the two of you are here. I'll be there when you give birth. Plus, you'll be able to relax if I'm not at the house. OMG. Please just come home and clean the house. Wait. You wanted me to leave a minute ago, but you want me to come back now? Okay. You know what? I'm turning into an idiot. I can't believe Mason chose someone like you. Sorry. I'm gonna go grab a drink with the guy that bought me coffee, so I will come home late, okay? Wait. What? Are you serious? Yeah, it's a long story. Oh, I think Mason is going home soon, so if you have something to say, can you tell him? I have nothing to say. Please pack your bags and leave the house with Mason. If we leave, can you send my stuff later? It's going to be a bother to carry, so... Sure. No problem. I might sell the valuable stuff you have, though. Thanks. I feel really bad for making you send the stuff to me, though, so... I don't want you to do that, so I'm deciding to stay. See? Your attitude is pissing me off. I don't want a dirty parasite like you two to live in my house, so I will kindly leave your stuff outside the house.
Do we need to leave the house? That's a problem, because it's going to take a while to find a new place.
Sorry, but Morgan will not shut up about it. When are you coming home? I want you to check on her.
I was playing with a wild boar in the woods, but I'll go home now.
Oh, communing with nature. How nice. Anyways, I can't leave yet, so can you check on her?
What are you doing, by the way?
I'm grabbing a drink with the guy that I got to know while gambling.
Gotcha. Then let's meet up at Kim's house tonight and spend the last night there.
Sure. See? Wasn't it easy to pack your bag since I left your stuff outside the house? Oh, what happened to the story of you sending my stuff? What? I did send it to you. From the house to the backyard. Thank God a parasite like the two of you left the house. Pretty sure my parents will be happy about this too. I did something good. Did ya? Let's see about that. What's with the attitude? I did do something good. Did you talk to your parents? No, but it was obvious that they wanted to kick you out. So, I was so glad because it'll be a curse to me to put someone who can't have a child in this house. So, bye. Kim? I keep getting calls about rent from the management company. What the hell? Did you do something? Oh, getting calls means that you're not paying the rent. Shut up! I know that. Why are we getting charged for the rent? It's our house. Yeah, it's frustrating, right? But they are doing their job, you know. I don't understand why I need to pay the rent. Morgan, you promised with the owner that you will pay the rent every month, right? Wait, rent? Oh, you didn't know? You didn't hear anything from Mason? Mason can't even have a decent conversation. Can't believe that he's my brother. So, you were paying the rent every month? Yeah, Mason and I were paying about $2,000 every month. It was so expensive. What? Wait, what should I do? I've been paying the rent from my account, but since I left the house, I told them that you'll pay from your account, so I put their info on the fridge for you. What I'm trying to say is, how the hell can I pay for it? Good luck with that. Mason, there is no way I can pay the rent, so can I borrow money?
Why don't you ask Mom and Dad?
I did, but they said they can't help because they spend too much money on gambling. I didn't hear anything about this. Did you know about it?
Oh, damn. There's a lot of people doing gambling around me.
Just answer my question.
Don't know. But isn't the weather nice today? How about doing the laundry?
Who cares about that?
Oh yeah, you have the dryer at home, right?
Okay, you know what? I'm wasting my time talking to you. You should change that about you.
I think I looked at the sun too much because I'm literally blind now.
Why don't you take me seriously for a minute? I'm your sister. Why didn't you tell me about the rent and about Mom and Dad?
Well, you are the one that kicked us out, so I think it's wrong to ask us when you need help. Also, about Mom and Dad, we were the ones that were paying rent and helping them. But what were you doing? You were living in the city partying every night, not even contacting us.
What?
Kim and I moved back to the house simply because it was cheaper, and it's been almost 10 years since I came back. So I wasn't hiding anything because you didn't contact us.
Oh, about that.
Such a beautiful day. I should go to the woods today.
sorry, but whatever you say, it's a no for us. We bought a condo, so there is no way we are leaving here. Wait, I truly apologize from the bottom of my heart, so I want you guys to live with me again. It's the top floor of the condo. That's awesome, right? I wanted to live in a house surrounded by nature, but wanted to experience the live life also. Whatever. Hey, if you have money to live on the top floor of a condo, why not help me? I can't do that. The guy I met last month at gambling was a real estate related asset owner, and since I was his favorite, I was able to buy this place for a cheap price. What? Are you serious? Yup. You never know where you're going to get a connection. By the way, if you can't pay the rent, why don't you move somewhere else? I can't. I don't have any savings left. Well, how about Nick? He's your husband, right? I can't tell him that we need to pay rent. Also, I thought that we didn't need to pay the rent if we moved here, so we didn't save up any money. Wow. I feel bad for the kid to have parents like this. Anyway, work this out with him, okay? Bye. Wait, are you just going to leave me? I'm really sorry, so can you help me? There's no need to, so good luck with everything. Okay then. I will leave this house because there is no way I can pay rent. I have no choice but to run away. You shouldn't do that. Shut up. I can do whatever I want to. Wait. There's a wild boar in front of the house. Oh, I think that's the wild boar that Mason was friends with. Is it doing okay? I can't leave the house. It's staring at me. Don't you think it's a gift from God saying to not leave the house? Maybe so. I know that I need to get myself together. Oh, now you know? I didn't realize until you told me. You finally realize now how selfish you've been all your life? I can't run away from this, right? Wow! I can't believe that a wild boar can change one's mind. I'm going to talk to Nick about this, so wish me luck. You should do that. I'm so glad that you're regretting your life decisions. Hey, why don't you come live with us again? I was only thinking about myself and not you guys. Sorry, but can't do that because we will be a parasite to you and I'll be a curse to you. Morgan decided to stay at the house, but when she told Mike about the rent, they fought a few times, but he finally understood her and helped her pay for it and started looking for a new place. Mom and Dad were aware that they were just a waste of space and felt bad, so they both started working part-time. Morgan gave birth and is having a hard time raising a child while paying for the rent, so we started to help her financially. But I was thinking, why not live together? So we all helped each other while raising money, and believe it or not, we all started to live together in one house. It's all thanks to the man who I met while gambling. I didn't expect for this to happen. You never know what's going to happen in life.
Brad, have you prepared everything for the move?
What? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean, what? You need to get ready for the move before your university entrance ceremony. You've rented that apartment near the university, right? It's a nice place, and we've already paid for it. You need to finish packing and get everything ready to go. I can't do it for you, Brad. It's your responsibility now. So if you haven't already, start making those cardboard boxes up and throwing all the things you need into them to take.
Ugh, seriously? What makes you think you can lecture me like that? Got no right to talk to me like that.
Brad, what is going on with you? You've been acting so distant lately. Well, I can still help out if you need it. I don't mind lending a hand with the move, you know. I'm happy to do it for you.
No, just leave me alone. I don't need your help.
What do you mean, leave you alone? I'm your mom. You're about to go to university. This is a big moment for you. Why wouldn't I help?
I told you already. Don't come near the new house. Stay out of my life.
Wait, what? Why would you say that? I'm just trying to help, Brad. I want to make this transition as easy as possible for you.
I said don't come. It's my house now. You're not allowed to be involved. Just stay away.
Wow, didn't expect you to say that. I know you're going through a lot, but to hear you talk like that is really hurtful. Are you sure you don't want me to help in any way?
You're acting like I'm some kind of burden. Seriously, being ridiculous.
I'm not saying that at all, Brad, but it seems like there's something deeper bothering you. I can't help if you don't open up to me. What is going on? Why do you keep pushing me away like this?
Can't you get it? I'm a student at the best medical school in the country. The hardest one to get into. You even understand how difficult that is? Did it on my own with no special treatment. I made it in. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to achieve something big, something you could never understand.
I understand. I know how hard it is to get into a school like that, and I am proud of you, Brad. You've worked so hard. I just want you to know that I'm here for you no matter what.
Yeah, you should be proud of me. Going to be an elite doctor, the kind of person who's going places. You have no idea what it's like to be someone who's successful. I've worked my whole life for this, and it's finally happening.
Well, that's wonderful, Brad. I'm really happy for you. You deserve it, but still, why are you acting like this towards me?
And look at you. You're nothing. You're just a high school dropout who hasn't achieved anything. You don't even have a real education. I don't even know why you're still in my life. You're nothing but a burden.
Wait, what? What are you saying, Brad? I've been there for you since you were a child. I may not have had the same opportunities as you, but I've always done my best to help you and give you everything I could. How could you say that?
It's the truth. You're a failure, and I can't even believe that I'm related to you. Frankly, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that you've been part of my life.
This isn't fair. You think I've been a failure? Just because I didn't go to university doesn't mean I'm worthless. I worked hard every day to support you. I've given everything I could to raise you, and now you're turning your back on me?
Maybe I wouldn't mind if it was just the way that it was. But no, you're not just a mother figure. You're a fake. You weren't even my real mother. Dad and I decided that once I got into university, we'd tell you. We figured you'd accept the truth, but this whole thing, this is way worse than I thought.
I know that I'm not your biological mother, Brad, but that doesn't mean I didn't love you like my own. From the moment I met you, I took care of you, I raised you. I've been there every step of the way. How can you say that to me now? After everything?
Yeah, I accepted it. I finally realized that you're not even my real mom. I'm Dad's kid, but I'm not your kid, and I'll never be your kid. That's the truth, and I'm telling you now.
No, Brad, I raised you. I took care of you when you couldn't even walk. I gave up so much for you. I never expected to hear you say this.
Well, maybe you were good for that when I was little, but now that I'm older, I don't need you anymore. I'm going to live my life with Dad, and we'll be just fine. We'll be just the two of us. You're just a high school dropout. You're not part of this family anymore. Don't even think about coming to my entrance ceremony. I don't want you there. You don't belong there.
What? No, Brad, please don't say that. I've been waiting for this moment. I've been looking forward to seeing you walk into that ceremony, to see you dressed up, to see you finally achieve something great. How can you take this away from me?
What are you, stupid? You really don't get it, do you? The entrance ceremony is going to be full of elite people. Doctors, lawyers, rich families. What do you think will happen if they find out that my mom is a high school dropout? How am I supposed to show my face? It's embarrassing. It'll ruin everything.
Brad, that's too much. I've supported you your whole life. I've been there for you through thick and thin, and now you're treating me like this?
What do you want me to say? You're just some nobody who raised me. I'm going to be surrounded by elites. You really think I want them to know about you? No, I don't need you at that ceremony. Don't even think about coming. If you show up, I'll make sure you regret it.
I don't deserve this. I've done everything I could. I raised you as my own, and this is how you repay me?
Stop acting like I owe you something. You're a nobody. You don't even belong in this world. You've never been on my level. Now that I don't need you anymore, you're out of my life. You're disposable. It's as simple as that. Stay away from me. Stay away from my life. Got it?
Rebecca, I'll be back from work soon. Is there anything you need? I can stop by the store on my way back.
Well, not really. There's nothing specific I need today.
How about Brad? Is he getting everything ready for the move? I'm sure he's got a lot to do.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I guess he's sort of ready. I'm not sure exactly, but I'm sure he's got it covered.
But to know, after everything that's happened, really feels like we're finally becoming a family. I know it might sound strange, but it feels different now, in a good way.
Family? What do you mean family? What's going on?
Well, you know, I was finally able to tell him everything I've been hiding from him for so long. I was really worried about how he'd react, but thankfully, he took it really well. He accepted everything without a problem, which was a huge relief for me.
Oh, I see. So you finally told him what you've been holding back for all this time? That's great.
Yes, exactly. And Brad, he really understood, which was a huge weight off my shoulders. We've been through a lot, but now it feels like we can move forward.
So do you think now's the right time to tell him about the other thing? The one thing we've been avoiding?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean that thing. Well, I don't really think we need to talk about it right now. It doesn't seem that important. Brad doesn't need to know about it. It's not going to change anything.
But don't you think it would be good for him to know? We are family now, aren't we? Don't we need to be open and honest with each other, especially when it comes to important things? I think he deserves to know, don't you?
Look, it's not that I don't agree with you. It's just, sometimes some things are better left unsaid, don't you think? I just don't want it to add any more unnecessary stress, especially after everything we've already been through.
I understand where you're coming from, but I feel like we need to trust each other completely. We're supposed to be a team, right? We've always supported each other, and I think it's time we trust Brad with everything, even the things that might be hard to hear.
You're right, we are family. And you've been here for me through everything. Even though you've had your own struggles, you've worked so hard to make sure everything's okay for both of us. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
It hasn't been easy, but having you here has made all the difference. I feel so much better knowing we're in this together.
And you know what? Even with everything that's happened, I'm just happy we're finally starting to build something together. It feels like we're finally on the right path.
I'm really glad you feel that way, because I've been thinking about something too. I've been considering going with you to Brad's entrance ceremony. I know it's important to him, and I don't want to miss it. I want to be there to support him, but there's only one thing that's been on my mind lately.
What do you mean? Is something wrong? Did something come up?
No, it's not that. It's just Brad told me that he didn't want me to come to the ceremony.
Wait, what? Why? Is it because we're not related by blood?
Well, yeah, that's part of it. But I think it's also because of his feelings about my education. You know how he feels about that kind of thing.
I can't believe he would say that. That is really unfair. I'm going to have a serious talk with him. He doesn't understand how important this is.
No, don't. It's not like that. I don't want you to get involved. I just need you to understand what I'm feeling. It's been hard, but I don't want this to come between us. I just need some time to figure things out. I know this is important to Brad, but I don't think it's the right time for me to go. I just don't want to make things harder than they already are.
But you've always been there for me, and I'm not going to let anything come between us, especially not now.
I know, and I'm so grateful for that. It's just sometimes I feel like I'm not really a part of this family, you know? Like I don't fit in because of all the things that have happened.
I understand, but we're in this together now, no matter what. You're part of this family. We'll get through this, okay?
I hope so. I really do. Brad, regarding the entrance ceremony, do you still think I shouldn't go? I really want to see your big day.
I told you, no way. My entrance ceremony is a sacred event, okay? It's not a place for someone like you who barely finished middle school to step foot into.
When you were still little, Frank and I got married. You are my child. We've been together since you were young. Please, don't say I'm just a stranger to you.
Don't joke around. Are you trying to leech off me like this?
Leech? What do you mean by that?
You're planning on taking my earnings from being a doctor and living a comfortable life, right? You really think I'll let you do that?
Why do you hate me so much? Is it because we're not blood related? Because I didn't tell you sooner?
No, it's not just that. I hate you and your useless family.
Useless? Are you talking about me being a middle school dropout?
Of course. This world runs because of the elites. You lower class people are only living off of the success of the elites.
Don't talk like that. I've been doing my best in my own way, too.
No matter how hard a lower-class person tries, they can never reach an elite. The one who raised me and took care of everything was my father.
But I worked, too. I earned money.
That's just pocket change. It doesn't matter whether it's there or not. And you should divorce Frank. Get out of my family.
Wait just a minute. I'll admit, I can understand that you hate me. I get that you don't want me at the entrance ceremony. But why do I have to divorce Frank? Why are you demanding that?
It's because of you. You've been living off his money for so long, and now you want more. And I've decided that I'm going to marry the daughter of a CEO or from an elite family. If they find out my mother is a middle school dropout, the engagement might be off. That's why I'm telling you to divorce him.
Fine. I have put up with so much for your sake. I thought I could do anything for you. But I can't take it anymore. I won't put up with this anymore.
So it's settled. You're not coming to the entrance ceremony, right?
Yes.
Good. That's fine with me.
I don't care what happens from here on out.
So, the entrance ceremony is starting now. You didn't just show up at the school on your own, right?
I haven't done anything like that. I'm at home right now. Do you want me to send you a photo for proof?
Really? I don't need that. I'll be coming home once in a while, so when I do, you better serve me properly. Keep my room clean too. I'll let the divorce slide, but you should at least do that much for me.
Well, I'll do what I can, I guess.
Fine, I'll send you a picture of the ceremony. I'll show you what an elite entrance ceremony looks like.
I don't need any of that.
Oh, is that so? Well, whatever. Take care. Hey, what the hell is going on here?
What? What's wrong now?
I couldn't attend the entrance ceremony. I went to the office and asked them what happened, and they told me that my admission was canceled.
Oh, I see. Well, that's unfortunate.
Don't pretend you don't know what's going on. They said it was because the entrance fee wasn't paid. I bet you're the one behind this. You've always been the one handling all the family finances. What are you going to do about this?
Well, yes, I didn't pay the fee, but why are you getting so upset over this?
Of course I'm upset. The money that was supposed to be used for my entrance fee came from Dad's hard work. And you didn't use it for that, did you? You probably took it and used it for your own purposes. Don't think I don't know.
I think you're misunderstanding the situation here.
What are you talking about? What's the misunderstanding?
The truth is, I'm the one who earned the money for your entrance fee.
What? What are you saying? That entrance fee was $20,000. There's no way you, a high school dropout, could have earned that much money.
Yes, I'm a high school dropout, but I've been working since I was very young and have had a lot of experiences. I taught myself Chinese, and now I can speak it fluently. I've used that skill, along with my work experience, to become the top sales performer at my company. I earn more money than a lot of university graduates.
Wait, really? I never knew any of this.
We had an agreement with Frank that we wouldn't discuss work-related matters at home. That's why I never mentioned anything about my job to you before.
But still, Dad earns money too. He went to a prestigious university. There's no reason for you to pay for my entrance fee. You should have asked him, not spent your own money.
Well, the thing is, Frank's company has been struggling for years. He's had his salary reduced year after year, and because of that, it was impossible for him to pay for your entrance fee.
You've got to be kidding me. That doesn't make sense. Dad graduated from a famous university. He's an elite. There's no way you're telling the truth. You're lying.
I'm not lying. I really wish I were, but this is the truth. Things have been difficult for a long time now.
Enough with the lies. I'm going to tell Dad everything. He's been waiting for today's entrance ceremony, and you've ruined it. After this, you're going to be kicked out of the house. You better start packing your things, because you're not going to have a place here anymore.
I don't think that's going to happen, though.
What do you mean? Don't you see how serious this is? You've ruined everything, and now I'm going to have to deal with it. Don't you dare come near me again.
I don't think you fully understand the situation here. I don't think Frank will get so upset. It's not like it's the end of the world. I think you're overreacting.
Overreacting? Are you kidding me right now? Do you realize the mess you've caused? How do you expect me to just accept this?
I'm not asking you to accept it. I'm just saying that we're doing the best we can under the circumstances. I never wanted to ruin anything for you, and I've been doing my best. But things didn't work out the way we planned. That's just the reality of it.
But this is a big deal. You've ruined my chances of going to college. Do you even understand what that means? This is something I've worked hard for, and you've taken that away from me. Dad, my enrollment got canceled.
I see.
Do you understand why? They said the tuition fee wasn't paid. Mom took the money that was supposed to be for my tuition and used it for herself. This is the worst. You can't just let this slide, can you? How can you forgive her for something like this?
But that money was your mother's.
Huh? Is that really true?
It's true. When you told me that you were going to become a doctor and go to medical school, I was already struggling with money. It was hard to admit, but I thought about it seriously. I almost told you to give up on medical school. I thought it was impossible, but at that time, your mother said she would take care of it herself. She said she would handle everything with her own earnings, and she would make sure all your living expenses after entering school were covered. She told me that she would fully support you. She offered to help with everything, and I reluctantly agreed to let her take the lead in supporting you.
But in the end, she didn't pay the tuition. I'm sure this was her plan all along. She made me study, got me into school, and then pulled this cruel trick not paying the tuition just to mess with me. She's been manipulating me the whole time.
Why would Rebecca do something like that?
She couldn't accept it. The thought that I, who was just a high school graduate, would become an elite doctor. She couldn't bear the idea that I'd succeed. She's just a high school dropout herself, and she couldn't stand the idea of me becoming more successful than her.
That's not it. You've misunderstood.
How can you say that?
Your mother never wanted to hinder you. She went through a hard time herself. You know that her father's business failed, and because of that, she couldn't go to high school. She never wanted that kind of hardship for you. That's why, when you said you wanted to go to university, she said she would support you fully. She said she would take care of the tuition and the cram school fees. She paid $700 a month for the tutoring, and she even covered $2,000 for the summer course. She made those sacrifices to ensure that you had the best chance of succeeding. How could she be trying to sabotage you when she was making all these efforts for you?
But it still happened.
That's because you pushed Rebecca away. You called her a high school dropout and treated her like she wasn't even part of this family. You disrespected her so much. That's why she didn't pay the tuition. It's not that she didn't want to, it's because you shut her out.
Dad knew about this?
Of course I knew. I'm not blind, you know. I know everything, and you also insulted her by calling her a parasite. Do you really think I could stand by and let you treat your own mother like that? I've had enough of your disrespect and arrogance. I told you not to show your face in front of your mother, but I've had it. I don't want to see you anymore. In fact, I don't want you coming back to this house again either.
But you don't understand. You're not listening to me. You don't know what it's like to be in my shoes. You don't know how hard I worked for this. Mom just took everything from me without any regard for what I wanted. I studied so hard. I passed the exams, and all I wanted was to succeed. Now I'm just thrown away because of this. She took everything away, and now there's nothing left for me.
You think I don't understand? You think I don't know what it's like to struggle? You think I don't know what it's like to sacrifice everything for your future? I worked hard too, you know. And Rebecca, your mother, didn't just take things from you. She gave you everything she had to make sure you had the best chance possible. She went through all of this to support you because she wanted you to succeed. But you were too proud to see that. You turned your back on her, and now you're blaming her for everything that's gone wrong.
That's not what's going on here. It's not the same. You don't understand what I went through. You think it's all just about money in school, but it's about more than that. I put in the effort. I was dedicated. Now everything is ruined because of her.
It's not ruined because of her. It's ruined because of you. You pushed her away. You disrespected her, and now you're blaming her for your own failure. You really think that's fair?
I don't care anymore. I don't need your advice. I don't need anyone's help. I'm done with all of you. You've all ruined my future, and there's nothing I can do about it anymore.
You've made your choice, and I've made mine. If you really want to throw everything away, then that's on you. But just know this, I'm done with you. You're not welcome here anymore.
Damn it. I've lost contact with Dad.
Frank was really angry, so it can't be helped.
I can't believe you were paying for things like the entrance fees and everything else.
I didn't actually pay the entrance fees. In the end, it wasn't me.
So that was your plan all along, huh?
It wasn't a plan. You said I was just a stranger to you. It's strange to pay the entrance fees for a stranger, don't you think?
So, what are you going to do now? Dad said he doesn't want you coming back to the family home.
Yeah, we discussed this, and we decided to cut ties with you. Of course I'm not going back to the family home, and don't contact me anymore. Even if you do, we'll just ignore you.
So, you're serious about this, huh?
Yes, I am. Isn't this what you wanted?
I didn't want to be cut off from Dad.
But Frank decided he couldn't accept you after you rejected me.
Yeah, looks like it. In the end, Dad chose you instead of me. So what? I don't have a family anymore. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's about all there is to it.
From now on, I'll make it on my own as an elite. Don't come crying to me later.
Oh, right. Your entrance to the university was canceled, wasn't it?
It's fine. I'll just take the entrance exam again next year. And this time, I'll pass. I've already passed once, so it's easy. A 1-year delay? People like me, elites, can easily make up for that.
Is that so? Quite the confident statement.
You all better not get involved with me from now on. I'll climb up on my own.
Of course. I promise we won't interfere with you.
Well, see ya.
But there's one thing I want to ask you.
What is it?
Just because you passed this time doesn't mean you'll pass the same university again, right? The same problems won't come up?
Of course. The difficulty is the same, so if I keep studying, I'll pass again next year.
I see, but that sounds tough, huh? Continuing to study for a whole year?
It's not tough at all. I've been doing it all along, you know. What have you been watching?
But it's different from before, isn't it? Now you'll have to pay for your living expenses. You'll have to earn that, do the housework properly, and study, right? I think that's going to be really tough, especially since you've always relied on me until now.
Living expenses? What do you mean by that?
Well, I already paid for the initial cost of the rent, so you don't have to worry about that. But from now on, you'll have to pay for your own rent and utilities.
I have to?
Yes, you'll need to work part-time, manage your living, and still study. Oh, and don't forget about the $20,000 entrance fee. Seems like it's going to be hard for someone with only a middle school education to earn that. Do you think someone like you with just a high school diploma can save that much money in 1 year?
Well, just for 1 year, I was thinking maybe you could help me out.
Are you asking for help when we're not even family anymore? How strange.
No, but we're family, right?
When it's convenient for you, you want to consider me family? Stop that. Family isn't something you can just treat so lightly.
Well, I'm going to become a doctor, and I'll repay my mom for everything.
Mom? You mean the person who abandoned you? I'm not your mother. I'm Frank's wife, not your mother, and I don't think you're suited to be a doctor either.
What do you mean?
Because I wouldn't want to entrust my life to someone who judges people based on their titles like elite or middle school graduate. I want a doctor who treats everyone equally, no matter who they are. That's why I don't want you to become a doctor.
How was Brad?
He seemed really down. Looks like he finally realized how tough things are going to get from here on out.
I'm sorry. You've sacrificed so much for him up until now.
It's fine. I did it for the family. I have no regrets. I don't even regret the decision to separate from Brad because I have you now.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Now that we've saved the $20,000 for the entrance fee, how about we take a trip abroad soon?
Yeah, let's do that.
After Brad had his university entrance canceled, he decided to begin living on his own. The decision to live independently was a significant turning point in his life, one that marked the beginning of a new chapter, but also a difficult and overwhelming one. Until that point, Brad had always relied on the support of his parents, never truly understanding what it meant to live independently. The idea of moving out and taking care of everything on his own seemed like an exciting opportunity to grow and become more responsible, but the reality of the situation turned out to be much more challenging than he had anticipated. Initially, Brad felt a sense of freedom when he moved out. No more rules from his parents, no more restrictions on what he could or couldn't do. He felt like an adult who could finally take charge of his own life. However, as time went on, the challenges of living alone began to weigh on him. The first thing that hit him was the overwhelming responsibility of managing all his expenses. Living at home, he had never had to worry about rent, utility bills, or grocery shopping. Now he found himself facing these everyday tasks head-on. The pressure was overwhelming, and he quickly realized that he was not as prepared as he thought he was. Brad tried to manage his finances as best he could. To make ends meet, he got a part-time job. The job helped him cover some of the basics, such as food and transportation, but it was far from enough. Rent was a constant worry, and every month he had to scramble to figure out how to pay for it. The job was physically exhausting and took up a lot of time, leaving him little energy to focus on his studies. Despite his best efforts, he couldn't keep up with everything. At first, Brad thought he could handle the burden of living on his own. He believed that the part-time job would be enough to cover his costs, and he convinced himself that he could manage his schoolwork and household chores at the same time. But as the days turned into weeks, the reality of his situation began to sink in. The financial strain was beginning to take its toll. The rent and bills were stacking up, and despite his best efforts, he couldn't keep up with the expenses. Desperate to make ends meet, Brad took out a loan. The loan allowed him to pay his rent and buy some essentials, but it also brought him further into debt. The cycle of borrowing money to pay for basic living expenses continued. Every month, Brad would borrow more money, only to find himself even deeper in debt. This situation was not sustainable, and he knew it. However, he felt trapped. He had no other option but to keep borrowing and hope that things would eventually improve. Unfortunately, they did not. As the months went by, Brad's financial situation became increasingly dire. Unable to afford his rent, he moved into a cheaper apartment. The new apartment was far from ideal. It was small, cramped, and in poor condition. The plumbing was faulty, the heating barely worked, but it was all he could afford. Despite the lower rent, Brad's financial situation did not improve. In fact, it seemed to get worse. The bills kept piling up, and he struggled to keep up with the basic costs of living. The stress of trying to balance work, school, and household chores began to take a toll on Brad's mental health. He was exhausted from juggling so many responsibilities. His job was taking up more time than he had anticipated, leaving him a little time to study for his classes. His academic performance began to suffer, and he found himself falling behind. The dream of completing his degree seemed further and further out of reach. The situation worsened when Brad realized that he simply couldn't continue working and studying at the same time. The stress was too much to handle, and he had no energy left to focus on his studies. And the constant pressure to keep up with his job and his financial obligations was overwhelming. Eventually, Brad made the difficult decision to quit his part-time job. Without the job, he no longer had any source of income. The rent continued to be due, and his debts were mounting. He found himself trapped in a cycle of borrowing money, paying bills, and borrowing more money just to stay afloat. It seemed like there was no way out. Despite his best efforts, Brad's situation continued to deteriorate. Without a job, he had no way to pay for his rent or other expenses. His debt continued to grow, and he was living in constant fear of the debt collectors who would soon be coming after him. He had never experienced anything like this before. He had always relied on the support of his parents and never had to worry about money. But now he was facing the harsh reality of living alone, and it was a reality he was not prepared for. Brad's financial situation became increasingly desperate. He continued to borrow money just to cover the basics. The stress of living with constant debt began to take a serious toll on his health. He was unable to sleep, constantly worrying about how he was going to pay for the next bill. The once exciting idea of living independently had turned into a nightmare. Brad had never fully understood the responsibility that came with independence, and now he was learning the hard way. Meanwhile, on the other side, our lives were moving forward. After Brad's situation started to unravel, we decided to move into a new home together. It was a fresh start for us, a chance to build a new life without the stress and pressure that had weighed us down in the past. It was also the first time we would be living together as a couple, and it felt like a new beginning. We were both excited about the possibilities and the future that awaited us. Moving in together was not without its challenges. It was a big change, and there was a lot to adjust to. We had to figure out how to split the responsibilities, how to manage the household finances, and how to make the most of our new space. But despite the challenges, we felt like we were on the right path. For the first time in a long time, we felt in control of our lives. Living together was also a chance for us to focus on building a future. We no longer had to worry about the stress of living apart or dealing with the complications of our previous living situations. Our new home was a place where we could grow together and create a life full of possibilities. The future was bright, and we were excited to see where it would take us. In contrast, Brad was still struggling. I couldn't help but think about him often. He was stuck in a vicious cycle of debt and despair, and it seemed like there was no way out. The choices he had made had led him down this difficult path, and now he had to face the consequences. It was hard not to feel sorry for him, but at the same time, I knew that it wasn't our responsibility to fix his life. He had to take ownership of his situation and figure out how to move forward on his own. We had made the decision to leave the past behind and focus on our future. Brad, however, was still stuck in the past, struggling to break free from the consequences of his own actions. We had both made choices, and now we were dealing with the results of those choices. While I felt sympathy for Brad, I knew that I couldn't go back and change the decisions that had been made. We had to move forward, and I had to let him find his own way. As we settled into our new life, I couldn't help but reflect on how far we'd come. We had made it through the difficult times, and now we were building a life together. I was proud of the steps we had taken and felt confident that we were on the right track. Brad, on the other hand, had to find his own way. His journey was his own, and I knew that he would have to face the consequences of his actions just as we had faced the consequences of ours. Our lives were moving in different directions. We were building a future together while Brad was still trying to find his footing. It was difficult to watch, but at the same time, I knew that we had made the right decisions to focus on our own future. We had worked hard to get where we were, and we were determined to make the most of our new beginning. Brad, however, had to figure out how to rebuild his life from the ground up. It wasn't easy, but it was something he had to do on his own. As we continued to settle into our new home, I couldn't help but feel a sense of peace. We were starting fresh with no more worries about the past. Our future was in our hands, and we were ready to take on whatever challenges lay ahead. Brad, however, would have to find his own way. His future was uncertain, but one thing was clear. He would have to learn the hard way that independence came with responsibilities, and he would have to face those responsibilities head on. As time passed, we found ourselves growing closer. Our relationship deepened, and we began to make plans for the future. We discussed our hopes and dreams, and we made commitments to support each other through whatever challenges life would throw at us. We knew that life would not always be easy, but together we felt confident that we could face anything. Brad, on the other hand, was still struggling to find his footing. I could sense his pain and frustration, but I also knew that he needed to take responsibility for his actions. He couldn't continue blaming others for his problems. He had to learn to face his mistakes and take control of his life. Despite everything, I couldn't help but feel a sense of sadness for him. He was lost, and it seemed like no one could help him. But deep down, I knew that the only person who could help Brad was himself. He had to face the truth and take responsibility for the life he had created. Only then could he begin to rebuild and move forward.
Sarah, have you come around to me yet? Recently you've been very cold.
What? What are you talking about?
I can see that during our last little argument that I was in the wrong, but it can't just be me that's at fault here, right? So I'd like for us to forget all that and get back to having fun together. Really, I do love the crap out of you, so I want things to be better.
Stop saying such stupid things like that, okay? You know very well that the two of us being together is over. So what the hell are you going on and on about now?
There's no way we're just gonna throw away what we had. I understand now what you really wanted from me. Everything's fine now though, so you don't have to worry about a thing.
Huh? But I don't want anything from you anymore. I don't need you around me anymore, so you think you can just leave it at that? And actually, can you just stop talking to me in general?
Sarah, I want to marry you.
What?
Come on! You've been wanting to marry me for a while now, right? But in my case, I've just never really had the same feelings and I couldn't talk to you about marriage much. That's the reason why I stopped talking to you for a little while, right?
I can't believe what you're thinking. Are you sure you're okay? I never said I wanted to get married to you. You have it all wrong.
I'm telling you right now that I want to marry you, though. I'm literally proposing here, so you should be happy. You're 39 years old right now, and you had been asking to get married before, right?
I said that I wanted to get married, but I never once said that I wanted to be married to you.
How long are you gonna keep trying to keep your feelings down? I'm saying that I'm okay with marrying a middle-aged woman like you. It's strange that you're not even going to thank me for being so kind.
That's it right there. That's how you always view things to make it seem like it's okay to talk down to me like that.
Huh? What do you mean? I don't get it.
You expect that I'm just gonna say yes to you proposing, right? That's why you think after all this time of me talking about marriage, you can finally come to me when our relationship is at a bust and ask to marry me. You think that you're the one that gets to make the final call between us. I'm sorry, but at this age, I don't have the time to deal with someone that continues to act like my feelings don't matter. And I've told you plenty of times now that we're not even together anymore. How many times do I have to tell you that for you to understand me?
Listen, you can't be serious right now.
What?
The way you're acting now is only gonna make it harder for you to find a man that'll give his life to marry you. It's embarrassing for you, right? You're almost 40 years old now, and yet you still act like a child? I'm telling you that you'll never find another man who wants to marry you after me. Well, I suppose that me actually getting down on one knee will do the trick for you. Sarah, I want to be the one that gets to eat your cooking every day. Will you marry me?
No, I don't want a jerk like you to eat any of my cooking.
What? What does that mean?
I'm not marrying you. I'm saying no to your proposal. I'm sorry for continuing to reply to your texts, but I really do not have any intentions of marrying you. We've already been apart for some time now, so don't think of us as ever having a chance at marriage. Now, I'm gonna get going.
Stop messing around already.
No matter how you try to twist the situation, you're the only one that's messing around right now.
To think that some old woman is gonna turn down my proposal? You can stop joking around with me now, okay?
And I have no desire to marry a man that thinks he's better than the person he wants to be his wife. Like I said, you're just a crazy ex now, so there's no chance. Now, anything else from you is going to really piss me off, so I'm leaving now.
Are you just upset because I'm not asking you to marry me face to face? I guess there's no other options, huh? I'll come to your house to see you. Will that make you happy?
I have no idea why you can't seem to understand me saying no.
Well, I'll be at your house soon to give you a proper proposal. I'm surprised that I have to go this far just to get a middle-aged woman to marry me. I guess I really am a keeper, aren't I? You better start practicing your excited response to me.
Are you even listening to me? We aren't even dating anymore, so of course I'm going to say no to you.
I've just arrived at your house.
You're kidding.
Where did you run away to?
I'm literally running away from you. Why would I tell you where I've gone?
Why are you running away from me? Are you still not happy with me after everything I've done today?
What are you talking about? Seriously, what? All I remember you doing as you came to my front door was punching me in the gut for saying no to your proposal. You then went and started yelling at me and calling me horrible things for absolutely no reason. Why the hell else do you think I'm running away from you now? You're a frickin' danger to me.
Sarah, you're 39 years old, right? Are you really saying that you don't want to start a family? I'm being kind to you by giving up my life as a single man to join you in making that happen. Yet after all I've done for you today, you've acted like a total witch. You are one hell of an idiot. Maybe this is what they mean by becoming senile as you age.
Why do you keep talking? Are you not aware that I've had enough of you? You literally just punched me. I have no idea what makes you think you can be violent towards a woman you just asked to marry you.
Oh, come on. I wasn't being violent. You just happened to get in the way of my gesture there. All I was trying to do for you was show you my love for you, and you just happened to make the wrong choice at the wrong time. I think it's time that you realize you are not a young and cute girl anymore. No other man is gonna come after you asking for your hand in marriage like I am now. Now stop your pouting and get back over here.
Pouting? What makes you think this is me pouting right now? You don't even know a thing about me. All you are is some stranger to me that just punched me like a maniac. We're not even dating, yet you've come to me asking for marriage? That's messed up, man. I've told you at least 4 times now that I'm through with you, yet you still act like I'm being childish and pouting right now. This is ridiculous.
Huh? You can't say no to me. I've had enough of this. Now come back to me. I just got out of work after a long day earlier, and I was nice enough to come all the way over here to propose. So hurry up and talk with me about our marriage!
No, thank you.
I said I've had enough of your jokes. From now on, we have to think about becoming a family. And to do that, we can't waste any more time, right? Especially someone who's already halfway through their life. They have no time to waste turning down marriage and making jokes about it. I'm sorry that I happened to punch you, but we're going to get married and you're going to like it.
I just spoke with the police.
Huh?
I told them that you got upset over me saying no to your proposal and ended up choosing violence. It's funny because I never once asked for you to marry me either. We had broken up a while back, so what makes you think I'd seriously still be thinking about you? But I guess you aren't thinking, are you? Or at least not thinking straight. And that's why things have come to this. I was thinking of even forgiving you, but I guess that would have been a huge mistake.
Huh? What do you mean? I have no idea what you're going off about, but you need to calm down. That whole thing about you telling the police was just a joke as well, right?
The only person that I wish was joking right now would be you. In my case, I haven't said one thing that's been a joke. And me talking to the police about this is all facts. That's all I have left to say to you. Is there a problem or something?
We're supposed to become a family, right? There's no way that you would choose to go with the police about this, right?
I know you said you want to become my husband and all, but I'm sorry to say that the police had to get involved the moment you chose to punch me. What's wrong with a violent man being taken in by the police?
You really plan to have your husband taken into custody, huh? I'm tired of you playing these pointless games with me. I did nothing to provoke any of this.
Are you kidding? You just came to your ex's house and punched her in the gut.
I so did not. All I did was tap you on the stomach a little, you know?
Oh, just shut the hell up, you prick. I'm not only getting really frustrated with you right now, but I'm actually starting to see red.
You get back into this house right now. I'm waiting for you in my car right now. If you don't get back here soon, I'm going to come out and look for you.
Say whatever you'd like. The police are already on their way over there. And so the next time you see me, it'll be with both me and my lawyer. If that's what you want, then I'm free meeting you anytime.
What? Your lawyer? Why do you have a lawyer? Not only have you gotten the police involved, but now you have your own lawyer with you? Are you going insane?
The only person that has gone insane is you, Roy. We only dated for about 2 months or so. And in the end, I made it very clear that we had broken up and that I was finished with you, yet you still act like we're together. In my mind, there's not a single thought about you, yet you've come back thinking that proposing to me will fix all of this for you? I think you'd fare pretty well with a long stay at some mental hospital, don't you think? I'm a 39-year-old woman right now. I don't have the patience or time to sit here taking crap from some lost cause of a man all day that thinks he has the right to talk down to me like I have nothing. Which is wild, since compared to me, you're a complete and utter mess. I'm aware that you're younger than me, but only by a single year. Which doesn't even seem right considering you have the maturity of a 5-year-old right now. Do you not see any problems with all of this, Roy?
Hold on now. You don't have to get all worked up over all this, right? I'm surprised right now. I've never seen you get this angry before, and I've known you forever.
You haven't even known me for a year. This is all because you've pushed me way past my limit. Well, I hope that after this conversation, my lawyer will be able to see that we have in fact not been together this whole time. This will all make great evidence. All the texts you've sent that don't make any sense and the parts where you just forced yourself over to my house. Everyone will even be able to see how you acting this crazy led to you punching me in the gut.
I don't quite understand why you want to do all this, but you're going to make this situation much worse. Do you think that you can just call everything off? All I did was propose to you because I have a large portion of love for you.
Really? Don't try to make me laugh.
Huh? What?
You say you came to propose to me, but I'm also aware that you have a lot of debt. The only reason you want me to marry you is so that I'll pay it all off.
Wait, no. Why would I ever do that?
Seems you're starting to change your attitude now that I've brought up your true reasoning behind all this. When I found out you had that much in debt, I chose to break up with you. And that's why even now I'm saying no to your proposal. You can see now the reason why I don't want to be with you, right? I've told you the truth.
I never wanted you to pay for my debt. Everything that's had to do with my debt is my problem, not yours.
Well, either way, I made it super clear that I'd never say yes to you. Yet you come to my house and punched me in the gut for it. It's perfectly reasonable for me to call the police on you.
Do you really not want to be my wife?
I've said it already, Roy. I never planned on getting married to you. And now that you've assaulted me and have all that debt, it's a definite no. Maybe you should have taken care of yourself before coming to me with a question like that.
I don't have to take care of myself. I was planning on having you as my wife so we could have a happy time together. None of this was about the money I owe. But if you really are saying that you won't marry me, then at least give me some money. I'll take that for all this time of mine that you've wasted.
After all you've done and said, what part makes you think that it's a good idea to ask for money from me now? You're about to be taken into custody, and after that you'll be seeing me in court with my lawyer. I'll make sure that you pay for not only assaulting me, but also for causing me all this stress.
What? So I'm the one that's wrong here?
Oh, for Christ's sake. You punched a woman in the stomach. I know that you thought a 39-year-old woman would say yes to you about getting married, but I would never marry a freak like you, even if you were the last man on this planet. I don't even think that women older than me would be stupid enough to marry someone as messed up in the head as you. Women have the right to make their own choice, Roy. And nobody is going to choose to marry a full-grown man that they'd end up having to raise like a child. So if you think you can just find another woman to go and marry you, go ahead. I'll be waiting to see what they think of you.
I never thought that you would go this far to say no to me.
Well, maybe if you just listened to my answer in the first place, this wouldn't need to be happening. So, have you finally come to see that your screwed up thought processes and actions are the reason behind me hating you?
I understand. Can you please forgive me for punching you? If the police get involved in this and take me, the company I work for is gonna learn about this. If they hear about all this, then I'll definitely get fired from my job. Can you please call the police and tell them to stop?
It's way too late for you to start reasoning like an adult now. You made it very clear to everyone that you're just a piece of crap. This is what happens when you think you can take advantage of some middle-aged woman.
I'm saying sorry for all this, aren't I? Please!
I'm going into my 40s here soon and have a very nice job and a house now. I'm living a better life than I had expected. Yet, how about you? You've only just started working your low-level office job and you're deep in debt. And you go out telling older women to marry you so that they can help you with your problems. You even expect them to pay everything off for you. Disgusting. How could you ever think you had the upper hand on me?
I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean any harm, and I really am terribly sorry for punching you today. I promise that I'll never come around or talk to you ever again. So can you please just stop whatever it is you have planned for me?
I'm well aware you won't ever see me again. But I've already decided on what has to be done, so I can't stop it now. Now, it's getting late. Just make sure you tell the police everything you've done when they arrive, okay? You'll be far better off telling the truth to them than having to be exposed in court. Just after telling her ex that things were over for him, the police arrived and dragged him out of his car to the front of her house. They took him into the county jail and there charged him with assault. The news was also relayed to Roy's workplace, and he was promptly fired from his job there. Roy was then found to be really far back on payments towards his house and car and lost both of those to the bank. He also didn't have any money to afford a lawyer, and so he was given one. And when asking his parents to come and help him, they told him they no longer wanted him as their son. At this point, Roy became even deeper in debt and could no longer see himself ever escaping the hell he was in. And since Sarah made it clear that she never wanted to be around him anymore, moved to a new apartment and made sure that the complex was closed and surrounded with different forms of security. So with that, it's very unlikely she'll ever have to think of Roy coming after her again. I'm sure that makes her feel the most relaxed she's felt in a long while. All she hopes for now is that Roy learns his mistakes in jail and that he one day can become an adult like the rest of his age group.
Hey, Sarah.
Who is this?
Oh my god, it really is you! Sarah, from Riverside Middle School?
Victoria?
What are you doing here at Tom's wedding planning session?
Victoria? I'm Tom's sister.
Wait, what? You're telling me you're Tom's sister? The Tom I'm marrying?
Yes, that's right.
This is absolutely insane. The quiet little mouse from middle school is my future sister-in-law?
Life has strange ways of connecting people.
It reminds me of our school days. Remember how you used to hide in the library during lunch?
I liked reading.
Always with those depressing books, too. Good thing I stepped in to help you become more social.
Help?
Don't act like you don't remember how much I improved your life. You were practically invisible before I took you under my wing.
I remember everything quite clearly.
Hey, what's with that tone? And why are you using casual speech with me?
Should I not?
Don't play dumb, Sarah. What was our rule about proper language?
Yes, the language rule.
And?
My sincerest apologies, Miss Victoria.
That's better. Though, something about your tone. Whatever. I saw you smoking earlier. Since when do you smoke?
People change, Miss Victoria.
Not that much. You're still that pathetic little girl inside, aren't you?
Perhaps. Or perhaps not.
Listen carefully, Sarah. All that stuff from middle school? Our little arrangement?
Yes.
Keep it to yourself. Every single detail.
Why? Aren't they precious memories between friends?
Don't get smart with me. I mean it. Don't tell Tom and don't tell my family. Not a single word about our school days.
Are you ashamed of our friendship, Miss Victoria?
Friendship? Just keep your mouth shut and we'll get along fine.
As you wish, Miss Victoria.
And fix that attitude. I'm going to be your sister-in-law. You should be grateful. We'll be family.
Indeed. How fortunate for me.
Seriously, what's with that tone?
What tone, Miss Victoria? I'm being perfectly respectful.
Whatever. Just remember what I said. Oh, and Sarah?
Yes?
You better not mess up my perfect wedding.
I wouldn't dream of it, Miss Victoria.
Good. Now go fix your makeup. You look terrible.
Thank you for your concern.
And stop smoking. It's disgusting.
I'll keep that in mind.
I mean it about keeping quiet. Don't make me remind you what happened last time you disobeyed.
The memories are quite fresh, Miss Victoria.
Perfect! Then we understand each other.
Perfectly.
And Sarah, one more thing.
Yes, Miss Victoria?
Remember your place. Just because you're Tom's sister doesn't mean you're my equal.
I never forgot my place. Or yours.
Good. This wedding will be perfect.
Indeed, it will be.
Thanks for coming to the family dinner today, sis.
No problem.
Must have been stressful, meeting both families.
Actually, it was quite interesting.
Interesting how?
Just unexpected reunions.
Oh, that reminds me. Victoria told me something amazing. You two were classmates in middle school?
Yes, quite the coincidence.
Why didn't you say anything when I first introduced her?
I was surprised.
I bet. What are the odds?
Very small indeed.
Wait a minute. Was she that Victoria you used to hang out with?
Yes, that was her.
The one who used to come over sometimes?
You remember that?
Of course! You didn't have many friends back then. I was so happy when you started bringing someone home. Victoria mentioned that you were really shy back then.
Did she say anything else?
Just that she helped you come out of your shell.
That's one way to put it.
You okay? You seem tense.
Just tired from work.
You've been working a lot lately.
Better than thinking too much.
About what?
Nothing important.
You know what's funny?
What?
Victoria says you were her best friend back then.
Best friend?
Yeah, she said you two were inseparable.
Interesting that she remembers it that way.
What do you mean?
Nothing, just memories are funny things.
Hey, can I tell you something?
What is it?
Promise you won't judge me?
I would never.
I've been having some doubts lately.
About Victoria?
Yeah, I know it's terrible timing. The wedding's all planned and everything.
It's okay to have doubts.
But I do love her, I really do. It's just...
Just what?
Sometimes she seems different. Like there's another side to her I don't understand.
What do you mean?
The way she treats service staff sometimes. Or how she talks about her old friends.
Have you talked to her about it?
Every time I try, she makes me feel like I'm imagining things. But knowing she was your friend back then really helps.
It does?
Yeah. Remember how you were in middle school? Before Victoria came along.
I remember.
You were so quiet and withdrawn. Then that awful incident with the moldy bread happened.
You remember that?
Of course, I got so sick. But then Victoria became your friend. I even met her once at the house.
Yes, I remember that day.
She seemed so sweet and caring. Said she'd protect you and everything.
Brother?
What is it?
There's something I should...
Yeah?
No, never mind.
You sure? You can tell me anything.
It's nothing. Congratulations on your engagement.
Thanks, sis. It means so much having your support. Victoria says you two have been getting along great.
Does she?
Yeah, she's excited to have you as a sister-in-law.
How nice.
I know you're not big on fancy events, but I'm really glad you'll be there.
I wouldn't miss it.
You're the most important person in my life, you know that?
Brother.
Sorry, getting emotional. Wedding stress, you know?
Yes, I understand.
Everything will be perfect, though. Victoria's been working so hard in the planning.
I'm sure she has.
Want to grab coffee tomorrow?
Sorry, I have work.
No problem. Another time then.
Sarah, where are you?
At work, Miss Victoria.
Whatever, we need to discuss the wedding. I heard you're giving some sort of speech.
Tom mentioned it.
Obviously. What are you planning?
Just sharing my joy for the happy couple.
Don't get cute with me. Send me your speech. I want to approve it first.
I haven't written it yet.
Then what are you planning to say?
I thought I'd speak from the heart.
From the heart? Since when do you have one of those?
People change, Miss Victoria.
Not you. You're still that scared little nobody. Just with a better act now.
If you say so.
Remember the class presentation?
Which one?
When you froze up in front of everyone? Crying like a baby because you couldn't speak?
I remember.
I had to rescue you. Made you practice proper speaking for weeks after that.
Yes, in the empty classroom after school.
See? I helped you.
Is that what you call it?
What's your tone? You know what else I remember?
What?
How you used to bring me lunch every day.
Because you demanded it.
I was teaching you responsibility. And when you forgot...
I remember what happened when I forgot.
Just a little lesson about consequences.
3 hours locked in the supply closet.
Stop being so dramatic. I let you out eventually.
After the janitor found me.
Ancient history. I mean it about that speech. One wrong word and you'll regret it.
Noted, Miss Victoria.
And don't think I haven't noticed.
Noticed what?
How close you and Tom are. It's almost pathetic.
He's my brother.
Always running to him, always depending on him.
Is that what you think?
I know your type, Sarah. Can't stand on your own 2 feet.
You'd be surprised.
We'll see about that. After the wedding, things will change.
How so?
Tom will have other priorities. His wife, for example.
Of course.
I'll make sure he stays busy.
I'm sure you will.
I just talked to Mina from our class.
Oh?
She doesn't remember you at all. Neither does anyone else from middle school.
Is that so?
You were invisible then. You're invisible now. Nobody will believe anything you say.
We'll see, Miss Victoria.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing at all.
Do you remember Karen's birthday party?
The one I wasn't invited to?
The one I graciously got you invited to. And you spent the whole time hiding in the corner?
Until you found me.
I was trying to help you socialize.
By locking me in the bathroom?
It was a joke. You're still so sensitive.
Some jokes leave lasting impressions.
Remember all those lunches you made me?
You mean the ones you forced me to bring?
I was teaching you to be thoughtful, like a good friend should.
Is that what friends do?
Don't act ungrateful now. Remember when I covered for you?
Covered what exactly?
When you broke the window in class.
You mean when you pushed me?
Details. I still took the blame.
After threatening to tell everyone I did it on purpose.
Listen here, you little pest. I've worked too hard for this. Your brother's money is going to fix everything.
Everything?
My credit card debt, my loans, all those shopping trips. Wait, forget I said that.
Interesting slip, Miss Victoria.
I swear, Sarah, if you ruin this for me...
You'll what?
You know what I'm capable of.
Yes, I remember quite well.
Then, keep your mouth shut. Or should we revisit some old lessons?
I'm not in middle school anymore.
No, but I can still hurt you. And your precious brother.
Threatening my brother now?
Just stating facts. After all, accidents happen.
Like moldy bread?
What did you say?
Nothing, Miss Victoria.
Big day! Can't wait to hear your speech.
Yes, it should be memorable.
Victoria's a bit stressed. Maybe you can help calm her down.
I don't think I'm the right person for that.
Why not? You're friends.
Are we?
Sarah?
Don't worry, brother. Everything will work out exactly as it should.
You're being cryptic.
Trust me. The truth always comes out in the end.
What the hell was that speech?
Just sharing our precious memories, Miss Victoria.
Are you insane? You promised to keep quiet.
Did I? I don't recall making such a promise.
Everyone's staring at me. My parents look horrified.
Perhaps they're processing our touching friendship.
You little snake. Nobody was supposed to know.
Know what exactly? About the formal language rule? Or how you'd slap me if I spoke casually?
Shut up. You're making it sound worse than it was.
Am I? Should we ask our old classmates?
They won't remember you.
No. Should we ask Mina about the gym incident?
That was different. You weren't following instructions.
Your instructions, you mean?
I was helping you. You were pathetic back then.
Was I?
Always crying in the bathroom. Always hiding during lunch.
Because you told everyone not to sit with me.
That's not...
Or should we talk about the bread?
It was just a stupid prank. Why are you doing this to me?
I'm simply being honest.
Honest? You're trying to ruin me on my wedding day.
Like you tried to ruin me in middle school?
That was different. We were kids.
And now? What's your excuse now?
What are you talking about?
The threats yesterday? The warnings about keeping quiet?
I was stressed about the wedding.
About your secrets?
Please, Sarah, we can fix this. Tell everyone it was a joke. I'll make it worth your while.
Worth my while? Like those designer bags you bought?
What?
On credit?
How did you?
You've been shopping a lot lately.
That's none of your business.
New car too, right? All waiting for my brother's money?
Shut up. You don't know anything.
I know about the debt.
No.
The credit cards, the loans.
Tom's asking questions. His family is whispering.
Truth hurts, doesn't it?
I'll make you regret this.
How? More moldy bread?
You've changed. What happened to the scared little girl?
She grew up, learning to stand up to bullies.
Tom won't believe you. He loves me.
Does he? Or does he love your act?
What act?
The sweet, caring Victoria. The one who promised to protect me?
That was ages ago.
The same day you gave me the bread.
What does that matter now?
Ask Tom.
What?
He remembers that day too.
No.
He just didn't know who gave me the bread until now.
You're lying.
Look at his face. He's figuring it all out.
Tom, baby, please. Don't listen to her.
The bread incident? That was you?
It was just a prank.
I was hospitalized.
I never meant for you to eat it.
So you meant for my sister to eat it?
No, I mean... Sarah, tell him.
Tell him what?
That we're friends.
Were we ever?
Please? I'll lose everything.
Like I lost my dignity? My confidence? My sense of self-worth?
I made you stronger. Everything I did was for your own good.
By terrorizing her?
Tom, please. The credit cards, the loans, I did it all for us.
For us? Or for yourself?
My parents will disown me. They warned me about the spending.
And you didn't listen.
I thought it would work out. Once we were married.
Once you had access to Tom's accounts?
Stop twisting everything! I had plans.
For his money.
For our future. Our perfect life together.
Perfect for who?
For both of us. Tom, remember our dreams? The house we talked about?
The one you already put a deposit on?
You know about that?
The realtor called yesterday about the check bouncing.
I can explain.
More debt.
It was supposed to be a surprise.
Like the bread was a surprise?
It's not fair. I was a stupid kid then.
And now you're just stupid with credit.
The wedding gifts, they're already...
Already what?
I needed emergency cash.
You sold them?
Just a few. I was going to replace them.
With what money?
Your family's so rich, they wouldn't even notice.
My grandmother's ring.
I still have that. In the pawn shop. I can get it back.
With more credit?
You don't understand. The wedding venue needed deposits. The honeymoon tickets.
The ones you bought first class?
We deserved luxury.
You mean you deserved it?
I love you. We can start fresh.
The wedding's off.
No, you can't. I need this. I need you.
No, you need my money.
That's not true. Sarah poisoned you against me.
Like you poisoned that bread.
You little...
Enough. It's over, Victoria.
You'll regret this. Both of you will pay.
Goodbye, Miss Victoria. Don't forget to use formal language on your way out. Brother, I'm sorry about today.
Why are you apologizing?
I ruined your wedding. Everyone was so shocked.
You didn't ruin anything. You saved me.
Still.
No, I mean it. If I had married Victoria...
You loved her.
I loved who I thought she was.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner.
Why didn't you?
I was scared.
Of Victoria?
No, of losing you.
What? Why?
You were so happy with her every time you talked about her. You just lit up.
Sarah.
I didn't want to take that away from you.
She was hurting you.
I'm used to it.
Don't say that. God, I was so blind.
It's not your fault.
All those years ago, when you brought that bread home.
I should have told you then.
Why didn't you?
She threatened me. Said nobody would believe me.
I would have believed you.
Would you? Your sister who barely talked to anyone against the popular, friendly Victoria?
You're my sister. Of course I would have believed you.
I didn't want to burden you.
Burden me?
You were always protecting me, always fighting my battles.
That's what brothers do.
I wanted to be stronger.
Is that why you stayed friends with her?
Friends. She made sure I knew we weren't friends.
Then why?
She said she'd make things worse if I didn't play along.
And I never noticed. Some brother I am.
Don't. You were amazing. Remember when I got sick?
After eating that bread?
No, you ate it first.
What?
I brought it home. You saw it and took a bite.
Before you could?
Yes.
Even then.
You were protecting me without even knowing.
Sarah.
That's why I had to speak up today.
What made you finally decide?
She told me herself.
Told you what?
That she was marrying you for money.
When?
Yesterday, she was bragging about it.
That's why you asked to give a speech?
I couldn't let her hurt you too.
My brave little sister.
I'm not little anymore.
No, you're not. You're stronger than I ever knew.
Only because of you.
No. This was all you. Standing up to her like that.
I was terrified.
But you did it anyway.
For you.
For us. No more secrets?
Remember when we made that promise before?
After the bread incident.
You were in the hospital.
And you wouldn't leave my side.
I felt so guilty.
It wasn't your fault.
But I brought it home.
Because she made you.
I should have been stronger then.
You were just a kid. We both were.
But now,
Now you're the one protecting me.
that's what family does.
No more secrets this time?
No more secrets.
Promise?
Promise.
I love you, sis.
I love you too, brother.
Want to get ice cream?
Like when we were kids?
Exactly like that.
Can we get the super deluxe sundae?
Extra cherries?
Is there any other way?
Let's go.
Brother,
Yeah?
are you really okay?
I will be. Thanks to you.
We'll be okay.
Yes, we will.
Sarah, please, call me back. This isn't funny anymore.
There's nothing to discuss.
I can explain everything. The bread, the formal language. It was all just kids being kids.
And the credit cards?
That's different. I was going to pay it all back.
With my brother's money.
You don't understand. I'm in trouble, Sarah. Real trouble.
Clearly.
The banks are calling. My credit cards are maxed out, all 5 of them.
5?
The Gucci bag was on sale, and the Prada ones. I needed them for the honeymoon.
The honeymoon you planned with my brother's money?
Don't say it like that. I had everything planned perfectly.
The perfect scam?
It wasn't a scam. I do care about Tom.
His wallet, you mean?
My parents won't help. They're saying it's my fault.
Isn't it?
Please, Sarah. Remember when I helped you?
Helped me?
With your presentation anxiety.
You mean when you locked me in the classroom?
I was teaching you to be stronger. Like the time with Karen's party.
When you locked me in the bathroom?
You needed to learn social skills.
By being traumatized.
It worked, didn't it? Look how strong you are now.
Yes, strong enough to stop you.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? Getting revenge after all these years?
Should I be enjoying it?
I made you who you are.
No, you tried to break who I was.
I was helping. Everyone said so.
Your friend said so.
The same friends who won't answer my calls now.
Karma.
I need $50,000 by next week.
Excuse me?
For the down payments. The car lease, the apartment deposit.
Not our problem.
Sarah, please. I'll tell everyone the truth.
Which truth?
That it was horrible to you. That I bullied you. That I only wanted Tom's money.
Finally, some honesty.
I'll do anything. I'll apologize publicly. I'll return the gifts.
The ones you already sold?
How did you?
Tom's aunt called about our family heirloom bracelet.
I can explain. I was going to buy it back.
With what money?
Please? Just talk to Tom.
No.
I'll tell him the bread was my idea. That I forced you to keep quiet. That I threatened you all these years.
Keep going.
What?
You're confessing so nicely.
You're recording this?
No need. Screenshots are easier.
You little snake! You planned this!
Like you plan to marry my brother for money?
I hate you. I should have destroyed you in school when I had the chance.
There's the real Victoria.
You think you won? This isn't over. I know people.
Like the credit card companies?
I'll make you pay, both of you.
With what money?
You think you're so smart. Miss Perfect Sister. Miss Quiet Mouse turned Lion.
Are you done?
The wedding gifts, the deposits, my designer collection.
All gone.
Help me, please.
Use formal language.
What?
That's what you taught me, remember? To beg properly.
You... Fine. Please help me, Miss Sarah. I beg for your assistance.
Now you know how it feels.
Please, I'm ruined.
No, you ruined yourself.
I'll expose you.
Too late. I forwarded these messages to Tom.
You what?
And to your parents.
No!
And the wedding planner for the refund request.
You can't do this!
I already did. Goodbye, Miss Victoria.
Wait! Sarah! Tom, baby, please. Your sister is lying. She's always been jealous. You'll regret this, both of you. Watch your backs.